Good morning, everyone. Namaste. I'm going to call in Archangel Michael to place the white light of protection on us with his blue seal. And we're going to be reading out of a new book that I was guided to get. I always say I'm not going to buy any more books because I have a ton of books that I have not read yet. But this one I was really drawn to and guided to get. And it's Obscured Principles. We'll read the back of it and see what it says. Says, these laws are shaping your life that no one ever taught you until now. This book isn't wishful thinking or a surface level motivation. It's about what's real beneath the stories, beneath the conditioning, beneath the noise. The Book of Obscured Principles is an inner journey. Through practical tools, deep insight, and ancient wisdom, you'll learn how to understand the subconscious forces that shapes your choices. See your reality as reflection and not punishment. Shift from resistance to alignment and access presence, intentions, and coherence. Build a new foundation for how you relate to life and itself. This isn't about becoming someone else. It's about remembering who you've always been beneath the layers. Read slowly, let the principles reveal themselves, and let them work on you. When something clicks, pause. That's the beginning of the shift. And there was a quote that I liked. It says, the Book of Obscured Principles, Ancient Laws, Modern Mind, a path to remembering who you've always been and shaping what's come to next. We're going to start it on the introduction portion. It says, why knowing isn't enough, you need to see. Number one, the illusion of knowing without changing. We live in an age where knowing is easy. A click of a video, a book downloaded in seconds. We feel like we understood everything. But understanding is not the same as changing. How many times have you read something that struck you instantly? Something inspiring, powerful, almost revelatory, only to find yourself just a few days later right back where you started. Amen. It's a subtle but frustrating sensation, a feeling many people know, but few are able to name the illusion of transformation. You convince yourself that you made progress just because you've grasped the idea. But intellectual understanding isn't enough. Knowing a truth doesn't mean that you know how to live. Recognizing a block is not the same as dissolving it. Knowing how you should be or even how you wish to be doesn't make you capable of becoming the version of yourself. The mind loves to collect. It accumulates ideas, words, inspiration. It feeds on information. But real transformation happens somewhere else. It happens in the body and the emotions and living and repeating experiences. It happens when something you've understood becomes part of you and when it shapes when you truly change you. Only when knowledge is embodied does it begin. There is a hidden risk of a path of personal and spiritual growth when knowledge becomes a mask. The more we learn, the easier it is to construct a new idea, one made, evolved, language, spiritual concepts, elevated ideas. But if all that remains of the surface, it becomes a subtle mask, a defense that protects us from the very thing that we need to face. Sometimes knowing but becomes the most effective way to avoid feelings. We hide behind phrases like, I've already read that, I know this, I'm aware of it. And I have people say those things to me all the time. But as somebody who has completely transformed their life in the last 5 years, you wouldn't even recognize me if you knew me before. I was very much a people pleaser, very much sad, depressed, anxiety, didn't love myself, not living in my power. All that has been transformed in my life. But yet, nobody really wants to even hear about it. Everybody wants to change, but nobody really wants to hear about it because I want you to do the inner work. And everybody is looking for that magic pill to take. Everybody. I rarely meet anybody that actually wants to do the hard work. And why is that? We all want to change, but nobody wants to do the inner work. So keep that in mind when people are trying to tell you that have transformed their life. They are telling you it because they too were once really broken. They understand that if you do the hard work, you surrender it to God, ask for his help, he then can step in and start to guide you with your team of light. The first step towards real transformation is recognizing this trap. We hide behind phrases, but deep down remain untouched and still unmoved. You have to move through it, feel it, risk. So we're going to go ahead and leave it at that. But just know, guys, if I can do it, anybody can do it. I had people say things to me like I would always be depressed. I was diagnosed to take anxiety medication the rest of my life. I had PTSD. And I didn't want to be here on this planet. So, and now I love life, and I'm very much a part of God and the universe, and every day is a new day. It doesn't mean I don't have down moments. It just means I know how to pick myself up very quickly and easily, get back to that higher vibrational state. So I hope this helps. I love you all. Have a blessed day, and namaste.